Some may boast, the proud is bold, of the school they think so grand. But there's a spirit can ne'er be told, it's the spirit of Aggieland. We are the Aggies are we, true to each other as Aggies can be. We've got to fight, boys, we've got to fight. We've got to fight for maroon and white. After they boosted all the rest, then they will come and join the best. For we are the Aggies are we. We are from Texas A&C.
Well, howdy.
Howdy.
All right. It's our last open rehearsal of the year. It's our last home game tomorrow. I think we can do a little better than that. I said howdy.
Howdy.
All right. That's a lot better. Well, we are the Texas A&M State Cadets. My name is Tony Reed, and I serve as the president this year. I am a senior finance major from Frisco, Texas. But most importantly, I'm the loudest and proudest member of the Fighting Texas Aggie class of 2016. Hey! Well, it's our privilege to be here with you today. It is our last open rehearsal, and we're just really glad to have you here. It's going to be an awesome time. There's a group of guys behind me I'd like to introduce, and that is our officer corps. They do a lot of work for this organization. I'd like to introduce them. So first, we have our PR manager. He is a junior psychology major from Houston, Texas, Mr. Andy Valencia. Next, we have our tour manager. He is a junior biomedical sciences major from Baytown, Texas, Mr. Chad Leeper. Next, we have our money man, the business manager. He is a junior aerospace engineer from Austin, Texas, Mr. Kenneth Weiss. And last, and certainly least, we have our rambunctious vice president. He is a junior communications major from Beaumont, Texas, Mr. Zach Caraway. Well, if you've been coming to open rehearsals over the past few weeks, you know I've told quite a few bad jokes. Well, I've got one more for you today, and it's pretty bad. So stick with me here, and I'd appreciate any laughs you can give me. So there are two Western Carolina graduates, and they went out and they bought 2 horses. And after riding the horses for a few weeks, they realized that they really couldn't tell the 2 horses apart. They were very similar. They didn't have many differentiating factors. And so they had to come up with a way to tell the horses apart. And so they thought about it for a little bit, and one suggested that, well, we should cut off the tail of one of these horses, and then we could tell them apart. So they did that, and it worked for a few weeks, but the horse with the longer tail was riding and went through a couple brambles and bushes, and the tail got messed up, and then you really couldn't tell. So they went back to the original problem. And so they looked at the horses, and they racked their brains again. They thought, well, maybe if I cut off some of the mane of this one horse, we can tell the difference. And so it worked for a couple weeks, and then the same thing happened. They went through some brambles, some bushes, and the other horse that didn't cut off the mane got messed up as well. And so they're back to the same problem. And so they're sitting there thinking they really don't know what to do. So they think, well, you know what? I know they're about the same height, but if we measure it exactly, maybe we can tell the difference. And so they measure it, and they get some yardsticks, and they realize, well, okay, the white horse is 2 inches taller than the black horse, and the problem was solved. Thank you. That's the last bad joke of the fall season, so thanks for putting up with it. Well, I promise we are a lot better at singing than I am at telling jokes, and to help us do that is our director, Mr. David Luigi Kipp.
Thank you, Antonio. We're glad to be with you. Wow, the semester's flown by. And we're going to start today a sing that's have always started, and that's by praising God who gave us some voices with which to sing.
Joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee, opening to the sun above. Melt the
next piece is a gospel arrangement. It's entitled Gospel Travelin. We're very blessed to feature on this piece our wonderful pianist at the piano now in her 6th year, Holly Moore. We're also glad to feature our wonderful soloist, Mr. Alan Putnam.
Does
And what would a Sing-A-Dette concert be unless we did a Western? This is a Western titled Riders in the Sky. We welcome audience participation. I think this might make sense to you. We have a wonderful quartet from within the Sing-A-Dettes. They do general quartet music as well as barbershop quartet. It's my privilege to present to you this afternoon 4 gentlemen who make up this group. Mr. Kevin Krasinski, Mr. Brian Conley, Mr. Alan Putnam, and Mr. Daniel McFarland. These are the Aggienizors.
Flower that grows
41. Okay, some of you probably think I'm talking about President Bush. Important number here in Bryan College Station and at Texas A&M. 41st President of the United States. 41. The number of shopping days until Christmas. Also a very important number here in Aggieland, and a number that keeps changing. And we have now passed Halloween, which allows us to sing Christmas music and holiday music. And so we're going to do that. Even got to wear a sweater today. I mean, the world is good. This is one of those days in Bryan College Station where it actually makes it worth living in our climate. And so enjoy that here this evening, and because this will pass by very quickly, and we'll be back to our normal, it's either 30 degrees or 100 degrees. So enjoy that together. So we're going to sing a couple of pieces for you from our holiday concert. Would like to tell you that Sunday afternoon, December the 6th, that's about a little over 3 weeks away now, we will be doing our holiday concert. Our holiday concert will feature not only the Sing Cadets that you see behind me, our all-male group, it will also feature our all-female group called Women's Chorus. All right, and then it will feature our SATB College Chorale called Century Singers. And we'll all be together on Sunday afternoon, December the 6th. Now, change of location from where we've been previously. We're actually going to be at Reed Arena this time. They're putting air conditioning in Rudder Auditorium, and so we will be over in Reed Arena. And actually, our numbers have just grown that big that we need that kind of space. There's going to be, between acts, there's going to be a dunking competition and all kinds of fun stuff there. So you're going to want to be there. No, all kidding aside, it's a great fast-paced concert where we do a lot of different types of music that we know that you're going to enjoy. Tickets are just $6, and they're available at the MSC box office located in the Rudder Tower or online or that day. I encourage you to get them earlier because they're cheaper. And so go ahead and stop by and get those tickets to our holiday concert. It's always a great concert. We know that you'll have a good time there with us. Would like to do a couple of pieces for you this afternoon, actually written or arranged by the same composer, a gentleman named Craig Courtney. And the first one's entitled The Yearning.
There is a yearning
And this second piece from our holiday concert, a song that's become popular in recent years, written by a gentleman named Mark Lowry, actually a gentleman who's going to be in concert here in our city on December 4th and 5th. I can tell you more about that if you're interested, see me. And wrote this song. It's entitled Mary, Did You Know? We feature a soloist on this piece, Mr. Chad Lieber. right, so you should all be rushing for MSC box office now to get tickets for our holiday concert. And only you hear those two songs, but you'll hear about a half a dozen songs from each of our groups, the Cadets, Century Singers, and Women's Chorus. And then you'll also hear our ensembles from within. You'll hear the Aggienizors do a couple of holiday pieces, as well as Century Sounds, an ensemble out of Century Singers, and then One Accord, an ensemble out of Women's Chorus. In addition, then we all come together at the end and sing the Hallelujah Chorus. So you're going to want to be here Sunday afternoon, December 6th, 3 o'clock, Rudder, I'm used to saying that, Reed Arena. And so we'll put a sign over at Rudder that says, come over to Reed Arena and join us. Best part of all, free parking and lots of it. That's a win, believe me. There's a gentleman who worked as an aid worker in Serbia and worked at an orphanage in particular. And he worked that evening, went home. There was a bombing during the evening as a part of the war. He came back the next morning to the orphanage only to find out that the orphanage had been bombed and all the children inside had perished. And obviously, he loves those kids. And it disturbed him and hurt him greatly, as it would any of us. And so, as a part of his counseling and going through that grief process, his counselor said, why don't you write down what you feel? And so he did. He wrote this next song, and it's entitled Prayer of the Children. This is traditionally one of our busiest weeks always, that week that encompasses Veterans Day, and a very special day and for all of us, and a very special day, of course, here at Texas A&M with all our values that we hold and how we feel about our nation. And this week has been no exception. It's been one or two things, it seems like, every day, but it's been a great week and so fitting to honor those who have served in our place. And I wouldn't want today to get by either without us having that opportunity to say thank you. So if you're a veteran of our services, would you stand and let us say a very special thank you to you this afternoon? Would you stand and let us honor you? We do say, indeed, a very special thank you. I actually saw Gary Moore from Amarillo's been back there. Gary Moore's a former Sing Cadet, class, was it 74, trying to make you 2 years younger. I always recognize Gary because he wore bow ties before they were cool until they became cool again, right? So glad to have you with us all the way from Amarillo. Appreciate you bringing this colder weather with us. It's great to recognize those of you who are here this afternoon, and what a fitting thing for us to do. But there's a group of people that could not stand today, a group of people who gave the last full measure of devotion for me and for the freedoms that I get to celebrate even today. And it's to them that we dedicate this next piece. Thank you very much. What a pleasure and honor it is to sing that song here and as we travel. I encourage you to log in on to our website, www.singingcadets, that's all one word, .com. There, and if you look at calendar, it has our performance calendar. We're preparing for our winter tour. Our winter tour will start out, and we come back about 10 days before school starts in January. And our winter tour will take us down through Houston, then we're going to head east through a portion of southern Louisiana, then cut back up through Texas, go as far north as Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and then start working our way down until we do our missionary concert in Austin before arriving back here on our campus. Just in time to have one day off for Martin Luther King Day, and then off to school when we start for the spring semester. And all those concerts and details are on our website, so I encourage you to look there. Sing-A-Dets do about 70 to 80 concerts over the course of the year as a part of the full group and as our small ensembles do, and do a great job for us. I think we've had like 10 or 12 performances just this week. So it's a lot of fun, and these guys do a lot for Texas A&M. We also do 3 weekend tours, one to the Dallas area, one to the San Antonio area, and one to the Houston area. And those will be later in the spring, beginning in the middle of February, and run through the end of March. And so if you're in one of those areas, please take note and come and see us. We're very blessed to have a wonderful person who does all of our booking and arranging, leaning against a column back there at the back, kind of the mom of choral activities, Vicki Cook. And after our performance today, if you have a question, hey, where are they going to be in Oklahoma City, or are they going to be in the Waco area, or whatever it may be, if you have that kind of question, talk to Vicki, and we can, and always interested, we're one of the only student groups at A&M that actually are allowed to stay in host homes. And the purpose of Sing-A-Dets is to enhance the public relations of Texas A&M. And a big part of what we do is to stay in host homes and spread the name of Texas A&M. It's great what we do on stage, but getting to know people one-on-one really makes a difference. Between January and April last year, we stayed in 476 private homes. And so what a great influence that we have the opportunity to be in a very positive way for Texas A&M. And I've got story after story about that I can tell you. But I won't do that now. We're going to continue now, and we're going to do a classic rock medley. So that's our name that we came up with, all right? We feature soloists on this piece, Mr. Christian Dovey, Mr. Chris Thomas, Mr. Brian Conley, Mr. Kevin Krasinski, Mr. Thomas Davidson, and Mr. Tony Reed. This is our classic rock medley.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. I work hard every day of my life. I work till I ache in my bones.
At the end of the day, I take home my hard-earned day. I'm my own.
I get down on my knees and I start to pray till the tears run down from my eyes. Lord, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love?
Somebody to love, find me. Somebody to love, find me. Somebody to love, find me. Somebody to love, somebody, 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 find me somebody to love. Anybody find me
Somebody to love. Yeah. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrows, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can feel those are your needs that you won't let show. Call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. There is a load you have to bear. I'll help you carry. Oh, I'll ride up the road. I'll share your load if you'll just call me. When you need a friend, oh, I'll be there. You can call on me anytime, any day. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean. Oh,
Well, the next song kind of takes care of itself with the title. The title is I Wish I Was Single Again.
When I was single, oh then, when I was single, oh then, when I was single, my money did jingle, and I wish I was single again. I wish I was single again. A jing, a jing, a jing, a ting, a ling, a ling. My money single again. A plague, a plague, a plague, a hag, a hag, a hag. My wife was the plague of my life. The plague of my life was my wife. But my wife, she died, oh, my wife, she died, oh, my wife, she died, oh, I cried till I was single again, till I was single again. She died, she died, she died, oh, I cried and cried and cried, oh, I cried when she died, I cried and cried and cried. But I married another, oh then, I married another, oh then, I married another, she's worse than the other, and I wish I was single again, I wish I was single again. She's worse, she's worse, she's worse. A curse, a curse, a curse. She's worse than the other, the devil's grandmother, and I wish I was single again. So young men, take warning from this, young men, take warning from this. Be good to the first, for the last is much worse. And I wish I was single again, I wish I was single again.
Texas A&M was founded in 1876. Just 17 years later, in 1893, a group called the All-Male Glee Club, which later became the Cadets, was formed. But you also know that Texas A&M was founded an all-male, all-military institution. But the word tradition is really important around here. If we do anything one time, it's a tradition. And so the next song has been passed down from group to group, generation to generation, about those lonely, lonely nights in Aggieland before the ladies arrived.
We've got sunlight on the sand, we've got moonlight on the sea, we've got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off the tree. We've got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of dandy games. But what ain't we got? We ain't got days. We get packages from home, we get movies, we get shows, we get speeches from our skipper and advice from Tokyo Rose. We get letters, douse and perfume, we get dizzy from the smell. What don't we get? You know darn well.
We've got nothing but a clean mind to sue for. We've got nothing but masculine and cute for.
There is nothing like a day, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day.
We feel lonely and we long for that fair and gentle sex. We would like to feel the feeling of some other on our necks. We're as hungry as the wisdom we met them right in good.
What don't we feel?
We don't feel good.
Many things in life are beautiful, but brother, there's one thing in particular that doesn't work in any way, shape, or form like any other.
There is nothing like a day. Oh, nothing. I mean nothing. I mean this song. Kiss song. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. There are no books like a day. Oh no, and nothing looks like a day. Oh no, there are no drinks like a day. Oh no, and nothing
Well, I promise you the guys sang that one from the bottom of their heart. Takes a lot of time to be a singing cadet, but we love what we do, and that's why we sing this next piece. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie.
If I could be a banker, a lawyer, a preacher, if I could be a doctor, a mayor, a teacher, if all I had to do was merely raise my voice and brother, here's my choice. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie, a mean so-and-so, than be from any other school enrolling in dumb. I'd rather be out on the highway, a thumb and a ride, than have the standing grave before my blushing bride. I'll be true to the colors of maroon and white. If they win or they lose, I know they'll always fight. But if they lose, oh pal, you'll always hear me say, let's go down to Ed's and drink our cares away. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie with time to my name, than have my picture painted in the Hall of Fame. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie, and this is no lie. I'll be a Texas Aggie till the day I die. I'll be true to the colors of maroon and white. If they win or they lose, I know they'll always fight. But if they lose, oh pal, you'll always hear me say, let's go to the chicken and drink our cares away. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie with time to my name, than have my picture painted in the Hall of Fame. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie, and this is no lie. I'll be a Texas Aggie till the day I die.
All of our groups are open by audition to any student here at Texas A&M. We're going to try something a little bit different with the Sing Cadets this semester. In that, normally we audition the beginning of the spring semester, but we know that you're signing up for classes even right now. And we would love to visit with you about Sing Cadets and audition you as early as next week for the Sing Cadets for the spring semester, and do auditions kind of through the end of the semester. So if you have an interest in the Sing Cadets and auditioning, we would love to visit with you about that. Don't have to have anything prepared. All of our groups' auditions are the same. You're going to sing My Country 'Tis of Thee. We're going to scoot it around and see how high you can sing, see how low you can sing. About an 8-measure sight reading piece that's very much like a hymn, and not stressed in any form or fashion. And we would love for you to audition. Doesn't take very long. And come by and see us. Our publicity person for the Sing Cadets was introduced earlier, but his name is Andy Valencia. Raise your hand, Andy. All right. Andy's right there. And if you are interested, or if you know of someone that might be interested, following our open rehearsal today, Andy's just going to come down and walk right here kind of behind Holly, and we'll be here at the front. So if you're interested in Sing Cadets, we would love to schedule an audition as early as next week for the spring semester. We have an exciting semester, as I told you. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is that we've been invited to go in May the 16th through the 26th, to the Czech Republic and Turkey. And so we will be going to Prague, and then Ankara, Turkey, and then Istanbul, and before returning back here. And so we have an exciting semester and then a break between the spring and the summer sessions. And so come audition. We'd love to visit with you about the Sing Cadets. When you look at this group here behind me, probably about half of them sang in their high school choir. Probably not about another 25% were in their band program where they came from, and just happened to choose that as their musical interest. And then about another 25% maybe didn't participate at all, but have come here and they want to be a Sing Cadet. And so know that we have people of a lot of different levels and a lot of different capacities, and we would love to visit with you about the Sing Cadets. So even if you didn't sing in your high school choir, we would love to talk with you about that. Andy Valencia will be right here behind next to the piano, and come and visit with us about auditioning for the Sing Cadets. We're going to close with our favorite song. I think you'll probably understand why. And before we do that, let me just say a very special thank you. I see a lot of familiar faces that were here for a lot of open rehearsals. So thank you so much for your support. We will have an open rehearsal the very first week of school next year. We'll go to class 4 days and then be up here ready to roll with an open rehearsal as we prepare for next year. Now, that being said, don't skip that far forward yet. Sunday afternoon, December the 6th, I want you to come and hear our holiday concert at Reed Arena. We close with this final song, our favorite song.
Hullabaloo, connect, connect. Hullabaloo, connect, connect. All hail to dear old Texas A&M. Rally around maroon and white. Good luck to dear old Texas Aggies. They are the boys who show the real old fight. That good old Aggie spirit thrills us and makes us yell and yell and yell. So let's fight for dear old Texas A&M. We're gonna beat you all to jigger-rigger-em, jigger-rigger-em. Rough, tough, real stuff, Texas A&M. Goodbye to Texas University. So long to the orange and the white. Good luck to dear old Texas Aggies. They are the boys who show the real old fight. The eyes of Texas are upon you. That is the song they sing so well. Sounds like hell! So goodbye to Texas University. We're gonna beat you all to jigger-rigger-em, jigger-rigger-em. Rough, tough, real stuff, Texas A&M. Savarsky's horns off. Savarsky's horns off. Savarsky's horns off. Short! Hey! Varsky's horns are sawed off. Varsky's horns are sawed off. Varsky's horns are sawed off. Short! Hey!
In order that we don't have to drink our cares away again. Let's beat the hell out of West Carolina.